Coinciding with WIDA's can-do philosophy are their can-do descriptors. These are more specific representations of the continuum of language development because they break down what students can do with language in the 4 language domains: listening, speaking, reading, and writing, as seen on the left side of the matrix. Listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And at all 5 proficiency levels, as seen on the top of the matrix. Can-do descriptors provide a framework for implementing the standards. They're more specific because they're broken into grade level clusters. For example, we're looking at grade level clusters 6 through 8. The descriptors are also available on the WIDA website by clicking on the download library. Let's take a look. Here on the bottom left. The can-do descriptors outline an expected range of performance within each level of English language proficiency. As students progress through a level and into the next, linguistic complexity, vocabulary usage, and language control increase incrementally. Let's take a look at the grade 6 through 8 cluster writing domain to see how an English language learner progresses through the 5 levels.
We're going to focus on the first and last bullet at each level. A Level 1 student can draw content-related pictures and generate lists from pre-taught words and phrases. A Level 2 student can complete sentence patterns and extend sentence starters with original ideas. He can also respond to yes/no questions, choice questions, and some WH questions. A Level 3 student can produce short paragraphs with main ideas and some details. He can also give opinions, preferences, and reactions along with reasons. A Level 4 student can create multiple paragraph essays and paraphrase, summarize text, and take notes. Finally, a Level 5 student can create expository text to explain graphs and charts. He can also critique literary essays or articles. As you can see, the can-dos support teachers by providing them with information on the language students are able to understand and produce in the classroom. This helps educators understand the process of English language development and guides teachers in developing differentiated language objectives and language goals. It is important to point out that these descriptors are intended to be used in tandem with the performance definitions. This is because the quantity and quality of language expected at a particular level of language proficiency may not be fully indicated within the can-do descriptor for each language domain and proficiency level. For example, the can-do descriptors show that students may be able to identify at various levels of language proficiency, but the language they use will vary tremendously. At one end of the spectrum, beginning English language learners may identify by pointing or using short words or phrases, whereas at the end of language development continuum, students will begin to identify complex themes and ideas described in detailed technical language. The grade level cluster can-do descriptors account for the maturation that occurs throughout the entire pre-K-12 span. Remember to refer to your specific grade cluster descriptors available on the WIDA website.
The final and most specific representation of the WIDA standards are called MPIs, Model Performance Indicators. They will be discussed in a separate video. All documents referenced during this video are available for free on the WIDA website, wida.us. They are provided to help educators set curricular goals, plan differentiated lessons, and measure student language growth.